Howdy folks, and welcome back once more to Let's Play Dread Delusion. The first thing we're going to do, because otherwise I'm going to forget, is we are going to gain our level, and it's looking like Wisdom is the route that we are going to be taking. So we are going to be a Fifi Mage, and see how things are going. So that got us a lore of 10. Of course, we can continue the main story quest, or we could just, not, and instead spend a bunch of time wandering around and finding things we really probably ought not find. So let's do that. Trying to remember where it was in here. Yeah. We couldn't get into it before, but maybe now we can. Oh, our lore is still just a bit too low. Well, that's okay. We can poke around, explore, completely ignore town. Coins. We have, I would say, a fair sum of cash to our name, although there is a shop in town. Maybe we should. Maybe we should go into town. I don't suppose I can just call the elevator. Are you gonna let me, game? Of course not. Why would you do that? It's just silly of me to even expect it. Let's see if there's anything behind the waterfall, because there should be. And yet, there is not. Oh, today's waterfall is not a disappointment, I'm afraid. What about this one? If I stand in it? No? No. Okay. Good talk. Let's see, I remember this place. We probably shouldn't be... We probably shouldn't be poking around in this place. I don't think we're really strong enough yet. But, I mean, it can't hurt. Ooh, what's this? Alright. Just an empty room. I'm almost tempted to drink a potion of truth in here and see if perhaps there's something hidden in there, but we've only got the one, and I think for now I would rather just hold on to it. So if I recall correctly, we should be seeing some new enemies up here. Yes, I remember these fellas. Alright, how nasty are you? Ah, you're not too bad. You're not too bad. Hey, come on. Come on. Not too bad at all. Okay. Excuse me. Nope, there's another one. What's that? Oh, that's the airship that kind of just wanders. I think eventually we'll deal with that. I can't recall. I wonder if the enemies have, like, kind of randomized health in this, because that one took an extra hit. I don't know. So if I recall correctly, there's a bed up here. Okay, yeah, and I think if you sleep in this bed, you get, like bad dreams or lice or something happens. Oh, what is that? Oh. Well, that's no fun. Yeah, let's sleep in this bed and see what happens. We'll sleep until morning. Alright, nothing happened. Fair enough. So we just picked a lock to get access to a bed here, I suppose. Okay. Oh, robbery. Ooh, we've got a bleed on us. That's unfortunate. Noted. That's new. These things didn't used to do that. Okay. Door needs a key. Alright. Well, we see that there's a room down below. Ah, and it looks like a crack in the wall outside. Okay. Okay. Kind of pointless, at least insofar as we know. Oh, we have a landmark. There are no landmarks. Or what's that? You just said that there was a landmark game. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna fight him. You just be over there, friendo. Alright, so what I want to do is get over there. So I think we have to just go around. We can't get into this castle, and my recollection of it is that we're not going to be doing too much in there until we've got good lore. Oh. Who are you? If you come from outside, it's not safe out there. There's things out there. I saw them out my window. They were like... Okay, so she's not really got a whole heck of a lot to really say to us. Another bed we could snooze in. Ground floor is... Oh. Not very fair, game. Not very fair at all. Yeah, we can go in here. We're not going to go in here yet, though. I don't think there's more stuff I want to do first. You could probably poke around some, but eh. Okay, so if I recall correctly, I think there's like a mine down here. Yeah. Also a delusion, apparently. I don't think we can get in, though. Yeah, need a key. We'll get in there eventually. Alright, and then there was... I could have sworn there was one of those creepy spires over here. And there's also this floating island over... Is it that? It might be this one. Is it that? No, I don't think it is. I could have sworn there was like a little island that you could jump to from here that had like skeletons on it, if I recall correctly. We might have needed to drink a potion of truth down by that. By the mine entrance down there. It's like, I think if you're like up here... And you like look over there? Maybe not. But I could have sworn from another direction you can see one of those weird Wiccan things. Excuse me. Oh hey frame rate, how you doing? None of that. Yeah, see, you can see it from here that there's one of those things. I think if it's intentional, it's intentional. Otherwise, I think it's like an issue with the LOD, maybe. I have no idea what landmark we just got, but we got a landmark. Yeah, see, you can very clearly see it. It's just right there on the edge. So yeah, there's something over there. There's something. I don't know what. I'll have to remember that and we'll go for it again next time. I remember it mystifying me in my original playthrough as well. Oh, little gremlin man, how are you today? You can just stay over there. What do we have here? Bandits? Bandits! Okay, alright, none of that. Let's not. Let's hide anything fun down here? No. No, you're not. Crap. And we have fallen. Oh, let's see. False walls. No. Alright, fine. I'll murder all of these things. Sorry, Frogger. You dropped a mana potion. That's okay. All those spells I cast. We'll get there. Oh, that was just bad. Really? Okay, do we have any extra spell slots now, actually? No. Need more spell cast. Well, darn. Maybe start throwing a little bit of death magic. Not that we really have much at this point. There's one. Oh, look at you blocking my attack with your shield. Twice, even. Excuse me, I'm just waiting for my mana. Hey, we're now accepted by the Apostatic Union. Look at us go. Another delusion. Well, that's just more wisdom then. I suppose we have another spell slot? No. No, we don't. But our lore's up to 15. That might open something for us. Who knows? A rogue's hood. 10 armor, but plus 10 lockpick. A threadbare hood often worn by lowly rogues. Though it offers scant protection, it conceals the wearer's identity. Perfect for tasks that require an element of espionage. How does that compare to our coif? Our coif is markedly better, so I think what we'll probably do is keep the coif on, and when we need the bonus to lockpick, we'll swap over to the rogue's hood. Okay, so this was worth coming in and visiting. So there's town, I think. Giant nautiloid out there just kind of floating around, as it is wont to do, I suppose. I think that's the cartographer up there. I do believe we want to talk to them, so let's go do that. Have I already talked to them? Maybe. Scholar seems absorbed with their looking glass. They peer through, scribble something on their notebook, then peer again. They do not look at you. Traveler, huh? Apologies, I'm on academy business and this map won't make itself. Actually, I have cipher charts to hand in. 32 coins. These will do nicely. Well, yeah, it seems you accrued quite a collection of cipher charts, doesn't it? I must admit, I'm impressed. Take this. It's a letter of recommendation that will grant you entry to the Erudite Academy. You should speak to the chief cartographer. I'm sure he'll have work for someone like yourself. Alright, cool. Now we can get into the Erudite Academy. I don't exactly remember where that was. I don't know how I didn't take fall damage there. I'm going to go ahead and just say esports because we all know that's exactly what it was. Let's see. I guess let's go back to town. Save ourselves the walk. Okay, I want to come into town and we'll do some shopping. See if there's perhaps anything we can buy that will help us level our lore a little bit. Even if it's just some gear that we happen to swap to only when we need it. I do recall there being a tailor here. Hello, cloth man. Welcome to Glorious Garments. I can tell you're a customer of exemplary taste. I have a selection of fine attires to choose from. I can also explain the specifics of tailoring. Oh no, let me see what you got for sale here. A scruffy cap. 10 charm. We do not care. He's got silk thread and glorious silk. So sadly, not anything we really honestly give much of a crap about. Sorry, buddy. What about the place what sells the killing implements? Because yeah, I don't think... Yeah, see, we could upgrade this to a thief cowl. I don't know that I actually have the materials to do so. We very well may. We actually do. I'm gonna hold on to him though, I think. I think I am. We could upgrade our coif to a closed helm. I'm gonna hold off though. Hello. The countryside is teeming with goblins and unsavory creatures. Only a fool ventures forth without a sharpened blade. Here at a fair blade, we've plenty for sale, and you can use our crafting station to modify our gear. Alright, so we have a fine sword, which is better than ours. It's also very, very expensive for just 5 more points of damage. We have a fine ore. We have some chainmail for sale, as well as some basic iron ore. I think I'm gonna buy the chainmail. I also think I'm gonna buy the fine ore, and that will be it. Because I believe we need 3 fine ore for this, and see, we can upgrade this into a fine sword. We just need to find 1 more fine ore. Ooh. Oh, that's tempting. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so now we upgraded our chainmail to plate mail, because we deserve nice things. Sadly, though, that did take all of our iron ore, but at the same time, we're going from 15 armor to 40. And agility's nice and all, but we're at the break point, so I don't really overly care. I will, however, take the added tankiness. Hello, friend. Welcome to the Bubbling Brew. We sell a wide variety of useful items, from healing potions to alchemy ingredients. There's also an alchemy station in the corner. If you possess the alchemical ability, it's free to use, and I can assist with the process. So what do you have? Just general stuff. Okay. I don't know if we really possess enough alchemical ability to do much of anything right now. We don't have any recipes. I don't trust myself. Will you tell me any recipes? What can you tell me? You'll have no idea what the result will be. It's experiment to find new combos. Some are doomed to fail and will produce alchemical spirits. They can still be useful, though. Okay. No, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm feeling pretty comfy. Door is barred. Really? If I recall correctly, this is the mayor's house. Nothing seems to happen. Dude has a bust of himself in his bedroom and next to his bed. Hello. A guest. Welcome, welcome. He flares his nostrils as he looks you up and down. I'd offer a seat, but these chairs are terribly expensive. I presume you were here about the job offering? What job is that? You simply came to exchange pleasantries, you mean? He swallows, clearly repulsed at the thought. Alright, yeah, what's the job? I thought as much. Your attire is certainly suited for physical labor. He dabs his forehead with a handkerchief, as if the thought of your attire is overbearing. The job is to locate my merchant vessel, the Golden Typhus, and retrieve its cargo. It's a magnificent ship, made with the strongest Lundel oak, so I cannot imagine it could have been shipwrecked. The captain is none other than Walter Cecil, who has charted many of the apostatic Union's most distant islands, and is known for his character. Mutiny, then, is not a possibility. The course was plotted to the Faguthian ruins, south of Hollow. The Typhus should have returned a week ago. I am beginning to worry. The ship and crew are irrelevant, only the cargo matters. Return it to me and I will reward you handsomely. Alright. We don't care about anything beyond that. Okay, so again, oh, we have another landmark. Yeah, this is the Apostatic Union's like home base right here. But also, we're a sneaky boy. Oh, and there's our third fine ore. Nice. Well, let's go upgrade our sword. How convenient for us. There we go. Now we have a fine sword. Ooh, all fanciful. Calling all denizens of the Apostatic Union. Our land is beset with the most terrible famine. Can you sit idle while your crops fail and your loved ones perish? We all know who is to blame. The god worshipper, the cultist. For too long they have uttered their dread prayers from the fringes of society, bringing terrible omens upon our lands. Our polymath humbly requests the aid of every denizen in this matter. Visit the Apostatic Union's council building in the center of town to inquire further. To be sold, Thornwood Manor. A 200-year manor, once stately and fine, has fallen into disrepair. The manor grounds comprise an entire island off the south of Hollowshire. With the right investor, this could be a thriving estate once more. For inquiries, visit the clerk in Hollowtown Council. So, yeah, there's a castle we can buy, well, a manor. And we will. We're also going to be going down there, which, if I recall correctly... I don't know if we can actually get in. Oh, no, yeah, we can. Okay. I think this also connects to the Thieves Guild. That door is barred. That might be the entrance into the Thieves Guild right there. Wall humping, nothing. Alright, there we go. What's up, buddy? Merchant ships have been stopping in Hollow less and less since the famine. We got less goods to sell, and grain is getting more expensive by the day. Indeed. Alright, they're not going to tell me anything that the other one didn't. If I recall correctly, she scams you. Bright eyes shine from an unwashed face. You catch the girl's attention. Hey, you would want to help a girl out, would you? What's the problem? She wipes sweat from her brow. You got to deliver these Bion silks to my guy at the Wobbly Noggin, but after lugging him here, my own noggin's not doing too good. She flashes a smile. I'll make your delivery for a cut of the profit. Her smile fades a little. Of course, that's only fair. You'll get paid. She hands you a wooden box. Ask around for Baldulf. He's usually in the small room. If he's not got himself kicked out. She winks. I'll just ask a guard if I get lost. You notice a slight frown. Really, there's no need for that. It's the pub with a giant skull just over the bridge. You can't miss it. So, we might actually, it's not that she scams us, it's that I think we're like maybe hauling illicit goods. Oh, I also just noticed that there's a top section of the pub here, and there's a delusion up there. And we're looking for Bardolph. Not you. Are you Bardolph? One too many. Welcome to the Wobbly Noggin, friend. You look like the adventuring sort, so take some advice from an old fool. If you're exploring the countryside, come back and rest often. Thanks for the advice. Keep an eye on the Neuron Star, friend. It's got a 12-hour pulse cycle, and most of the shop close when it's dark. If you're used to the longer days and nights of some mainland Union countries, you may find it strange. Alright. Are you Bardolph? Man cracks you a thin yellow smile. Name's Bardolph. Don't think I know you, friend. Unless you got business, I'd suggest you trot on. I was asked to deliver some Bion silk to you. Ah, Inogen's newest recruit, eh? His smile grows, teeth like shattered glass. You should have said. He pries the box open and a cluster of tentacles bursts forth and he slams it shut again. Ah, what fine silks indeed. These will make a lucky noble very comfortable. I love that the image for the Creative Silks is a box with tentacles coming out of it. Wait, what was that thing? His expression snaps into anger. You said yourself, friend, Bion silks. Anyway, here's a few coins for your troubles. We always need of folk like yourself. If you want more work, head down to the slums, past the docks, and look for the bust of a skeleton in one of the houses. Give it a yank, it'll let you through to the lost purse. Find Inogen there, and she'll have more work for you. Alright, and so that's how you would find the Thieves Guild naturally if you didn't know that it was already there, or we're just kind of poking around. Okay, so how do we get up there? Oh, is that from the rented room? I don't think it is. No, it's through here. A Guide to the Anaric Isles by Niccolo Lapo, 1442. I am not going to read this entire thing. It is several pages. And also no. Yeah, this is the bedroom. Let's see. Oh, a lock pick. Here we go. Look at that. And so, of course, you notice that this lets them look down in to see, you know, like the bedroom where you sleep, or this room down here, the waiting room, if you happen to want to. Did we gain a level at some point? No, okay. We're one away. Okay. But yes, there's a bunch of stuff in this town to be found. We could probably spend, I don't know, an episode or two just poking around here. I'm not going to. We eventually get into this clock tower, which I recall being pretty interesting. But I also think I don't remember why. I need to come in here. Once we get super friendly, yeah, I was gonna say, once we get super friendly with the Apostatic Union, we can actually go in there and we get a free bedroom. Now, if I recall correctly, we can, like, jump up. Yeah, you can, like, jump up onto the wall here. And get up here. And get disoriented. And then there's, like... I can't remember if it's over there that you jump to. There's some, like, really jank feeling jump you can do from up here. Yeah, see, there's goodies up there. Oh, this is the magic shop. Hey there, friendo. I'm going to completely ignore you because I want to steal your things. On Wiccan Tyranny by Nelio Conicus. The World Rent by Joan Toussaint. Let's see here. How did... Misaligned textures. Oh, it's on all of them. Ooh, shame. Hello, wizard friend. Welcome to the Emporium of Oddities. We have spells and equipment for the budding adventurer, and you are welcome to peruse the books I have lying around. What do you got? You by any chance a bone key. A key made of chiseled down bone. When placed to the ear, a very quiet voice can be heard. Seek the swamp, it seems to say. Seek the shell that points to the sky. A false monstrance. This perverse tangle of cheap silver wire is formed into a strange rune that fills the entice with deeper fervor and ferocity for their false cause, driving them to fight with increased attack power. A ring of stone skin, plus 20 defense. Such protective charms work by hardening the skin of the wearer, though extended use can stiffen joints and in more disturbing cases cause petrification. And he also has an Apostatic Union passport. I want to buy the ring. I was hoping maybe for something that would crank our lore up, but sadly not. Agility's Addendum grants a massive boost to agility and prevents death from falling. Nevertheless, this must be used with care, for while the spell protects from great falls, it does not prevent tumbling down into the Underlands, a fate often considered worse than death. And we also have Dispel, which removes summons and status effects from the caster, an essential component of any caster's spellbook. Spells can be as dangerous as they are potent, so the ability to silence all cipher logic could save one's life. Tempted by this key. I could probably afford it by selling things, but I'm not going to. I will, however, go ahead and equip this Ring of Stone Skin. So we have rings and, oh, these, it's not a ring, it's like a belt, so accessories. Okay, 2 rings, 2 accessories. Our defense is 55 and our armor rating is 60. I will take it. Yeah, I don't think we can get in here yet. There's a whole other thing we have to do, yeah, to get in here. We'll get in there. We will, I promise. And this contraption requires a key. All right. Let's see. Hello. Is hiding anything fun in here by any chance? Some coins. Oh, hello. The view from here is superb, as it not all would need is a compass and a map, and you'd have quite the adventure, I'd wager. You know where I could find a telescope? I don't care where I could find a telescope. But yes, you can see all kinds of goodies from up here. See, there's something in there, there's something in there, there's something in there. So that's at least 3 delusions still in this town that we haven't just gotten our mitts on yet. Let's see, and like I know we can like jump over here, but getting into all the second floors of these houses. Owner won't let us past at this point. Sadly, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We have time, and I'm very patient. Oh, balls. That's okay. I do want to activate the lift. We'll do that in just a moment, but first... another leucosic bomb. I'm actually probably going to just sell those things, although we can do crafting with them to some effect. Sword's kind of... oh no, that's something to hold in. That's a nice sword though, bro. Can I have that? The man in the corner has the most spectacular mustachios you've ever seen ones to make a walrus weep with envy. From beneath them protrudes an indescribable device that might be a distant descendant of a pipe. His bearing is stiff, dignified, even as he sits alone, several empty glasses in front of him. Ah, don't be shy. He puffs on his pipe, dispersing a peculiar odor. It's my own invention, if you're curious. Recycles the tobacco juice and vaporizes it back through the system for further consumption. 17 more times efficient than a normal pipe. He lets out a wheezing chuckle. Imagine the savings. A single pouch could last me months in the field. You were a soldier? Oh, certainly not. You think a common soldier would have designed this? He wiggles his mechanical pipe. As a combat engineer, Lieutenant Artificer Drangork, 17th Greeks Guards, building and maintaining engines of war, the likes of which you couldn't imagine. What kinds of things? The kinds of things that'll kill a god stone dead, that's what. War machines, like moving mountains, works of craft and science you'd never see nowadays. We saw action at the Battle of the Gates as well as Black Rest Day, the retreat from Krasnograd, the siege of Unpar. He sees your eyes glaze over. All these are all just names to you, aren't they? If that. How about the Battle of Arestades Rock? I must have heard of that one. I don't believe I have. You can bloody well see the damn place from here. It's that island to the north, past Pearl, with a busted cap-up engine of war. You can't miss it. The war was almost over when we fought there, but that's the one that sticks with me, the one where I left behind. Well, he sighs. You want to hear an old soldier's ramblings or not? Yeah, okay, go on. Well, the war was almost over by the time we got to Arestades Rock. No place at all, really, but some of them believers fled up there with a god. On a god, in fact. And you've never seen a cornered god, have you? He frowns. No, lucky you. But we had our engine, the one Cornelius and I had been crewing practically since the start of the whole business. He pauses. Wait, did I not mention Cornelius? He was my commanding officer. Best there ever was. Had a real connection to the machine. He and I had flogged that thing through battle after battle till we knew it almost better than we knew each other. Anyway, he pauses, lost in thought, and his cheeks redden a little between the pendulous mustaches. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought there for a moment. You don't need to hold the whole story. It's ancient history and better that way. I came back, most of us didn't. Cornelius and the war machine included. I imagine he's still there somewhere, what's left of him. None of us returned to that place, you see. Even if anyone wanted to return, you'd need a powerful airship. He sighs. Really, what else is there to say? An embarrassed silence descends, and you get the feeling he might have been the most he's said for some years, and about all he's going to be saying for tonight. Goodbye, Lieutenant Artificer. He gives a quiet nod and puffs his pipe. I'm gonna be your best friend until I get that. Once I get this, I'll never talk to you again, but this looks like an impressive piece of murder stick. And I do like me some murder sticks. But I think we are going to come here and we're going to save, and I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode. So as per usual, folks, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you all next time. We're in the chill adventures of Dread Delusion continue. Until then. Hey, you made it to the end. Nice. You had a good time? Check out one of these other series, see if you like them. Drop a like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to support the channel, via the machine and all that. As always, thanks for watching.